Welcome to yet another exciting episode on Edcast with the legendary architect Hafeez Contractor. In this conversation, we take you through his journey of how he started into architecture, what was the size of the first office that he started to work from, how did he get his first client, what does it take to be a great architect, what does it take to create a legacy, what does it take to create a firm which has more than 700 employees, and what advice does he have for aspiring architects?
Hello everybody, my name is Hafeez Contractor. I'm an architect. I started my practice since 1982 with two people. Before that, I was working with my cousin, T. Kharegad. I worked with him for nearly 13 years. The best part is that I started working with him before I joined college because I was supposed to join Army. And my aunt tore off my letter for going for the interview to Khadakwasla because I'm the only son of my mother. My father died pretty early. So I wanted to join the police force. So when I wanted to join the police force, I was going to Jain College, and there I had to take French. As a student in school, I was in a boarding school. I was not a good student because I never studied in boarding school. So I was taking tuitions for French for my cousin's wife. Now it so happened that one day my cousin was not there, she was not there, and there was an architect drawing a window detail. And window detail, I'm sure today also it's a little complicated detailed drawing, and a lot of architects would make mistakes for that. But as a small kid, I always used to like designing bikes, guns, tanks, forts, and that is what, with that kind of a drawing, I used to keep on playing. And that was my sole pastime. So I knew what was a section, though I never knew the word section, but I used to always say, oh, when it is cut. This, when you see it from top, I never used. And so when I saw that window detail, I told that guy that, oh, it was a Gujarati boy. So I said, this is the Barish hai. So he says, And I said, oh, but this window won't open. So he said, oh, what do you know? So we had a bet. So when my cousin came, I asked him that, see, there's a window, and I told him it won't open. So he said, yeah, you're right. But then he says, how do you know? So I said, this has been my pastime. And I've been doing this thing all my life. So he said, come on, draw a window. I drew it. And it was the right detail. So he says, though my abbreviations were completely different. So he says, when he says, can you design a house, a 2-bedroom house? So I said, yeah, fine. I used to design forts with 40, 50 rooms, and you can fire a gun from here. And that's how, the kids play.
Yeah.
And I still have my friend, Beram Devecha, though he is now settled in America. Mm-hmm. And we used to keep on playing with all that. Wow. So I designed the 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom house, whatever he said, in just a matter of just 2 minutes.
And how old were you that time?
I just passed my SSC. Okay. And I was doing my first year arts.
Okay.
Because my mother told me that when I said that I want to join the police force, she said, do your graduation and then join the police force. Right. Don't join the police force just like that. So I was doing my arts. So when he saw that, Then he says, then he drew a view of a house. Now that is called an axonometric. I never knew what was an axonometric, but it was. She says, can you draw this? I said, "Oh, of course." So I drew it. So he said, stop everything. Join architecture today.
Wow.
And I said, nobody is giving me a form. Because in school, in boarding school, I never used to study.
Right.
I had some 35 or 36%, and I passed out. With NCC and all that, I got some another 2%. So 38 or 39% marks. Nobody will even give me a form.
Eligibility criteria. Eligibility criteria.
Correct.
Fit in.
So I said, nobody is even giving me a form to join architecture. So he says, Acha. So he called up my another cousin. This is Temas Kharegar, who's calling up my another cousin, Dinyar Wadia. He's also an architect. And at that time, he was in India. So he told Dinyar that, Dinyar, we have to admit Hafeez into an architectural college anyhow. So he calls up Mr. Dallas.
Okay.
He was the head of Indian Institute of Architects. And Mr. Dallas gave me a recommendation letter saying that I know this boy since the time he was born. Dallas is a great guy,
Right.
He helped me later on also. But and if you give him an admission, I'm sure he'll be very good architect. This. And with that letter, I thought that there was only one college at that time. That was JJ. Now, this boy was from Academy of Architecture, which I'd never heard also.
Yeah.
So I went to Mr. Wandrekar, showed him that letter, and he saw the letter and he says, oh, very good, Mr. Dallas has given this letter. And he saw my mark sheet and he said, I can never give you a form. Then he's asking me, oh, you got only 36 marks in English. But you speak quite good English.
Yeah.
So I said, sir, but mine is higher English. All these other boys, theirs is a lower English. So on that, he says, okay, since Mr. Dallas has given you this letter, I will allow you to enter the entrance exam.
Okay.
If you do well in the entrance exam, I'll give you admission.
The NATA was that entrance exam back then?
No NATA,
okay,
Bata,
there was no
kuch
NATA.
nahi tha,
Okay.
nothing. It was just an entrance exam for the college.
Okay.
If NATA was there, I would never have been an architect.
Eligible. Yeah.
In entrance exam, I got A plus, and I was given admission. Now, I'm in the first year. Whatever they are teaching, I say, oh my God, this is called sciography. This has got plan. This has got section. This has got this. It was a cakewalk for me.
Yeah, you had experienced it all before.
Experience. It was my love and affection. It was my pastime. It was, I used to love it.
Yeah.
A kid who used to stand out of 8 or 10 subjects, I used to fail in 7. I started standing first in the class.
Wow.
And the only question was where I had to study was history of architecture, which also I loved, and mechanics. Mechanics was a real problem for me, but I went through. So this is how I got into architecture. Okay. Once I got into architecture, designing was a cakewalk. They would give 3 months for designing one problem. I would draw and finish my design on the first day when he's introducing the design problem. So many of my friends would say, hey, Hafeez, whatever you do, the first sketch of yours, give it to me. Second sketch, I'll have to give it to somebody else.
Oh, wow.
So, I stood first class first all throughout. Only in 1 year, I stood first in the class, but it was second class. And that was what my college days were.
Wow.
The whole class was given, everybody would present their work, they'll get this kind of a model and this kind of sheets. My model would be 8 feet by 10 feet.
Oh.
I would be given a separate class. Other boys would make 10 drawings, 15 drawings. I would come with 100 drawings.
Were you popular with the other boys then or not?
Remember, of course. And my drawings would be, 40 inches by the length.
Right.
So because it was, I loved it.
Yeah.
And it was in my, you can say,
it was a part of you.
Yeah. It was a God's gift. That's it. So, all that was fine. And then I graduated. I stood first in the whole board. That time it was government, board, I don't know. And ours was a diploma course.
Right.
The JJ was giving a degree course. And that degree and diploma didn't. And the best part about that course, which was in academy, we had a morning college. The college would start at about 7:15 or God knows what.
Yeah.
And it'll get over by 9:30. From 10:30, we'll be working in an office.
Wow, I think that is...
So for those 7 years, I worked in that office.
Yeah.
So right from morning, and by 5:30, the office will close down. So then in the office, I will sit and do my other work. That is, my college
work. Yeah.
And I'll catch the last bus, which was at 12:15, and go home. I should say at Gwalior time. For some first 1 or 2 years, I stayed with my cousin.
Okay.
And that was the college life. And I used to come to office Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, Christmas, Eid, jo bhi hai.
Because it wasn't work for you, it was your love.
And today also I tell all my clients that for me, they say, oh, what time you go to work? What? I said, for me, I feel like, I am playing golf. Because
you're relaxing.
I love it.
Yeah.
So now, what else you want to know?
So this is the reason why, the platform in fact was initiated, so that actually students are able to find their passion. Because if you find your passion, you will be great at it, you will be happy doing it, and it will never feel like work.
I'll tell you one thing. When, before joining this Jai Hind, my uncle was a very famous doctor called Dr. Wadia. He used to tell me, oh, what do you want to do? This, that. And they used to send me to all this vocational guidance.
Yeah.
And all this vocational guidance and all of them, somebody said, do this, somebody said. Nobody said do architecture.
Correct, yeah. Why was that? Why do you think that was?
I really don't know. I think, which way they judge it, or they never even tapped on me. The main thing is, what you like doing, you should do that. And what is you feel happy doing.
Yeah.
Now, there are a lot of people who will say, oh, I like doing, nothing.
The new generation definitely says that.
But that is not what should be the case, okay? But if you like doing something, then you'll be part of it. And that is what, then you'll excel into it.
Yeah.
After I finished my college, I was teaching in the same college.
Okay.
I was taking design and I was teaching in the same college. And we normally used to have about 7, 8 or 10 boys under one group. And I used to teach them.
What subject?
Design.
Design, okay.
Some of the boys, when I was studying also, they were there. And I used to ask them, the guy would be completely lost. He didn't know how to design.
Where to even begin?
Yeah, where to begin?
Yeah.
And he was completely I'll also name the guy's name. There was a friend of mine called Francis. He was very good at drawing. He could draw, but he could not imagine and draw. So he could not design.
Right.
So then I only advised him, why don't you join commercial art?
Right. Yeah.
So he, after second year, he left. I don't know, second year or third year, he left. He joined commercial art. And he was a good commercial artist.
Yeah.
A lot of people join architecture because they don't get admission in engineering or medicine or this. And somebody says, oh, architecture, you'll make a lot of money.
Yeah.
He comes in.
Yeah.
See, architecture is such a subject that you can't study and
You can't learn it.
yes, you have to have that something in you by which you can design. Now, mind you, today the profession is taking quite a lot of turn. Today there's a lot of technology, there's a lot more to this field.
Yeah.
In the olden days, the architect was the engineer, architect was the plumber, architect was everything. And he used to do everything.
Right.
Today, you can specialize and become a quantity surveyor. You can specialize and become material specialist.
Yeah.
You can manage your office. You can manage this. So today, the profession there is specialization. But you want to be on the top. The main thing is there should be flair for design.
Flair for design. Yeah.
If you don't have flair for design, and you think that you're going to be on the top in this profession, no.
Yeah.
You might be. There are boys and girls in my office who are much more intelligent, much better in English, much better in maths, everything.
Okay.
But they're not that good in design.
Right.
They'll not be the top. But a guy who may not be that well in other subjects, but is good at design. What you need in architecture is design, creativity.
Yeah.
Creativity is the most important.
Most important. You rightly said that if someone is not good at design, there are now other avenues within architecture that they can go for, even if they have selected architecture.
Correct. But as an architect and with design, you'll be here.
Yeah.
The others, then you have to find out slots in all of that.
Under them. Right. Yeah.
But if you want to be like that, fine.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Like, say medicine. In the olden days, the general practitioner and this and that was everything.
Yes. Now
then it started, I'm talking about very, very old. Then somebody became a surgeon, then somebody became a radiologist, somebody became a something.
Yeah.
So that way, now, this profession also, there is specialization. So you can fit into that.
Yeah.